Thanks for staying with us. I'm Bill O'Reilly reporting from California. And in the Weekdays with Bernie segment tonight, let's get right to the purveyor, BernardGoldberg.com, who joins us from Miami. All right, so we had a pretty good back and forth. President Obama's close friend and advisor, David Axelrod, on Monday. His new book, Believer, chronicles how Mr. Obama achieved power. What do you think of the chat?
Well, you said in the lead-in to the interview that Axelrod, in his book, he doesn't criticize the president, who's his friend. You said that Axelrod is loyal to the president, and you said that the Factor thinks loyalty is a good thing. Okay, I think I got that right.
Yep.
Let's be clear. Let's be clear, Bill. David Axelrod is loyal to a politician, and when one is loyal to a politician, one comes across, as David Axelrod did, as an apologist for the President of the United States. He came off in that interview, as so many others who are loyal to the president do, as if he's under Barack Obama's spell. I even got the impression, watching the interview, that if Barack Obama somehow, for some crazy reason, did a 180 on some big social issue and sounded like Sean Hannity, David Axelrod would hurt his back doing a pirouette so he could also do a 180
but
and come out on the same side as Barack Obama.
Let me challenge
Let me
you
just
on
make
that.
one. Let me make one more point about the interview.
You can do that, but I
Okay.
need to challenge here because it's right. It's exactly on what you said. In his book, he says that Barack Obama wouldn't come out in favor of gay marriage for political reasons. All right, and then when he was reelected, he did. So that kind of comes into your argument that said that Axelrod's not a total phony. He said, look, this is why he did it.
Wait a second. It's your words in the lead-in that Axelrod doesn't criticize the president.
No,
who's
he
his
just
friend.
stated the fact.
Now, maybe he pointed that out. How
Right.
about this? How about this? The president didn't come out for gay marriage because he thought it was not in his political, to his political advantage.
Right.
And frankly, that doesn't speak well for my friend, the president. He won't do that.
No,
as far as the interview goes, your questions were sharp and focused. I have no problem with that. Here's where my problem is. I don't find interviews with apologists, whether they're on the left or on the right, I don't find them especially interesting, and I certainly don't find them at all enlightening.
This is why I felt it was worthy. And for this alone, Al Sharpton, at the end of the interview, I asked him how on this earth a sitting president of the United States can embrace a man who owes millions of dollars to the IRS, who has a record of racial division that is unparalleled. How on earth? And he could not answer it. That alone made it worthy.
That's a good point. I mean, sometimes a non-answer is better than some crazy apologist type answer.
So we got that on the record. Okay, Bob Simon, one of your former colleagues at CBS, worked on 60 Minutes in the later part of his career, died in a car accident in New York City. And I've always respected him as a good reporter. Tell me about him as a person. Well,
you know, in a week while we're focusing a lot of attention on a TV journalist who made things up and who yearned for celebrity, Bob Simon was the opposite of that. Bob Simon was old school. He was a throwback in the best sense of that word. He was simply, I say simply, this is a lot more than simply, he was a reporter. And if I had gotten the word last night, if you had called me and said, Bernie, I have some bad news about your colleague, Bob Simon. He was killed in a war zone. He was killed in Ukraine, or he was killed in Afghanistan. I would have been saddened. But I wouldn't have been shocked, because he went to so many war zones that I guess I would have figured, you know what, his luck ran out.
Yeah, he's a brave guy.
But when I heard when he was killed in a car crash on the West Side Highway, that is hard to take.
It is. He was a good guy, though, right? Personally a good guy?
Yeah, we were not friends or pals. We didn't socialize. We were colleagues, and I respected his ability tremendously.
So did I.
Tremendously.
All right, Bernie, thank you, as always. Waters on deck. He goes to a big music show here in L.A. Pretty wild. Waters is next.